Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this week was kind of a fun, interesting day for me. I just got back from the Ottawa Comic Con, and I picked up some pretty cool books. So on Wednesday, like a few days ago, as you're watching this, like it's my future, your past, but when I actually will drop this, I received a little bit of birthday money. So I had a little bit, like normally when I go to the comic conventions, I don't bring money. It's a thing. I like to go there and just trade and negotiate. It's a weird thing I like to do. Um, this one, I actually had a little bit of cash, and I brought a couple books to trade. I brought my Silver Surfer 1, and I brought David Stevens' limited edition jetpack, like digest format of The Rocketeer. So I had those two books to trade, and I had about $200 in Canadian cash, which is about 140 bucks. So that was my that was my budget. I managed to pick up a ton of stuff with just that limited resources. So the two books and a little bit of cash. So I picked up a ton of slabs and a ton of raw books. And I'll go through them all. I'll show you what I picked up and tell you how I negotiated and tell you the story. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you footage from the convention so you can see generally what it kind of looked like. To be honest, it was the Ottawa Comic Con. That's like comic is, I don't know where that fit into this because there wasn't really that much comics. I think there was about 8 vendors that actually sold comics, and the rest, like maybe over 100 vendors, way over 100 vendors were not comics, like anime, stickers, Funko Pops, swords, everything but comics at the Comic Con. It was very little comics. But I did, see a lot of sellers. I kind of know, like, after you go to a bunch of these locally, you kind of learn all the sellers and they learn who you are because comic collectors are so rare. It was interesting. Actually, the other thing that was really interesting about this Comic Con was the age demographic. It was younger people. I was actually shocked. It was mostly people under 20, I would say. So I was quite happy to see that a youthful audience is going, but just they weren't getting into the comics part. I saw them buying comics, but most of the time it was like, anime related stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the books that I picked up and tell you how I got them. So most I just bought with cash. It was just easier to buy with cash, and it was a little hard to trade at first. Like nobody really wanted to trade. They all were like, "Oh, we want cash," but I did pick up a bunch, and they gave me discounts. So these all are marked with Canadian dollars on them. So I got a discount as well, probably about 10 to 20% off the prices. So this is Radioactive Man, number 136. I don't know if that's really the number, but I thought it was just a really great cover, so I picked it up. And this one, actually, I almost bought this from my comic shop. And it's like Supergirl. I just thought it was a really creepy Supergirl. And she's wearing leggings. It's just a weird, like I get into buying all these different Supergirl ones where she has like various costumes. And this one is kind of one of those weirder costumes for her where she has leggings. I don't know. It's very odd. And these like weird little boots. But I just thought it was a creepy cover too. You get this kind of ghost, she's looking at the portrait and she's like, "Oh, you died 50 years ago." I did I? Like, it's kind of cool. And then this is all from the same vendor. I got this one as well, Treehouse of Horror. I've been picking up various Treehouses of Horrors lately. It was $8, really rough condition. This one is in kind of beat up condition. This is from a different vendor. Picked up these ones. And then we got an homage to Spider-Man with Creepshow. I thought this was kind of cute, so pick that up. these ones actually, okay, one sec. Those are my trade books. I picked this one up as well. It was like 30 bucks Canadian, which is about $20 US. It's the ash can for Absolute Wonder Woman, and it's in mint condition. It's really nice. And Matt was being really nice to me, so I met Matt. Matt likes comics. Shout out to him. He knew that it was my birthday coming up, and he gave me a nice little birthday present. So he gave me this one, which was really funny. Actually, I had this in my shopping cart on my comic shop because I was going to pick this up because I kind of liked it. I thought it was just a really cute cover. I was like, oh my goodness, that's so weird, because I was literally about to buy this book, and he ended up giving it to me. Like, I was like, oh, well, I guess I don't have to buy it. So it's really cool. And it's like, you got Veronica feeding the dolphins hamburgers, of all things. And then Jughead comes in and he's like, oh, hamburgers. And he wants to get fed like a seal. So, not a seal, but a dolphin. I'm not sure why you would feed dolphins hamburgers, but okay. I think that's interesting. And from a different vendor, I picked up my only Golden Age that I picked up during this whole convention. It's like he dropped the price to $20 Canadian, and this one is like Orzok Ike. I just thought it was a really great Good Girl cover. Not sure who the artist is, but it's kind of a nice one. And then I was going down this sort of weird thing. So I was on a live stream with Callie, I think it was either a live stream with Callie or Callie Comics, and he was showing like some Scotty Young books, or I was watching a live stream with him on it. I don't know if I was on it as well with him, but so he's showing some Spider-Man books, and Scotty Young has been doing a series, I guess it's going to be 8 issues, where Spider-Man is getting killed on the covers by Scotty Young, basically. So they're really cute. So I was like, oh, I missed out on those, and I figured I'll pick them up. So, we got him being killed by bug spray. So they were a little bit more expensive, actually. So that one was the cheapest one. And then everyone else wanted like 14 bucks. I mean, that's crazy. But we got him being stepped on with his shoe. I thought that was kind of cute. And then we got, these are all Scotty Young covers, and kind of cute. Got him in a glass jar. I think that's kind of cute. They're treating him like a little bug. And then we have him being fed to the mama birds, feeding him to all the baby birds, the vultures. So that's kind of fun, especially because it's the vulture, kind of fun. So those were like a little bit of a Scotty Young kick that I was going down. I guess I'm missing 2 covers, and then there's some that haven't come out yet. So I haven't missed them yet, but there's 2 that I'm missing. And they gave me a little bit of a discount as well. And then I had the Dave Stevens thing. And basically I traded it for a whole bunch of adult comics. And these were the ones that I actually had kind of looked before. But they were always expensive, actually. They're pretty rare comics. The first 2 you'll see. This one is Chase Morgan. It's just, it's kind of a weird one. They go for a lot, actually, on eBay. Really expensive and kind of hard to find generally. So these Chase Morgan ones, he wanted 40 bucks for it. But as I got, when I traded my Dave Stevens thing, I got $80 credit. So this was part of it. And this one was another one that, I kind of wanted to pick up. It's Sexy Super Spy. These ones are very adult, kind of fun. This is issue number 1. So those were the 2 things that I got as a trade for my Dave Stevens. And then I wanted to pick up this other series that I saw that he had that I thought was interesting looking, but when I opened them up, not really interesting. The covers are great. Interior's lame, like really lame, like not interesting. So this is 666 Mark of the Beast. I just thought this was a really great cover. So it's like a decapitation cover as well. Looks like some dead bodies or something going on, or maybe that's his body in the background. I thought that was pretty cool. And so I picked up a bunch of issues of this series as well. So then we got number 2, I guess. And the covers have nothing to do with what's inside them. Nothing to do. they are not about what is shown on the cover. Which is sad. You know, it would be cool if they were kind of like EC kind of style comics inside. I think that'd be great, but no, not at all. So totally not related. And then we got this one, kind of a Frankenstein girl. Yeah. So it was interesting. I don't know. So there was those, and so I got those all from one guy, and then I had my Silver Surfer, which I also traded, and I got a stack. Like all the slabs here are what I traded for my Silver Surfer 1. So my Silver Surfer 1, you know, it was a 2.0, but it was faded. It was actually a good copy of the book, but because it was faded, that's why I got the 2.0. And I always wanted to, I actually ended up upgrading it, so I have an upgraded copy. So it was like sort of one that I wanted to basically use as a trading tool. Well, getting all these slabs and a couple raws, so I picked up, okay, I'll show you the 2 raws first. There was this Power Hour, and so originally he wanted $30 for it. So I said, hey, I want to trade this Silver Surfer. I'm looking for $300 worth of credit. And he's like, sure. Like, they didn't negotiate. Like, they were like, okay, yeah, sounds fair. It's like, okay. So but the funny thing is, when he was selling me the books, like when we were doing the trade, he was giving me discounts on the books, even though, I was just doing it as a trade. So whatever his prices were, he should have stuck with those. But he was giving me discounts. So this one, he basically took off half off. So this was $15 Canadian. And so I thought it was a cute cover. And I thought this one was really cool. This one's a 1 in 100 variant. And it's like ponies, but it's like Venomized Pony, My Little Pony. I just thought it looked really cool. So I picked this one up as well for $15. Like it was normally 30, but then he chopped it in half. So hey, why not? And then the slabs, so the first one is a really cool slab. Originally he wanted 125, but then he reduced the price for me. I don't know why. This is like the do that poo thing, where it's like Jay and Silent Bob, and it's signed by a whole bunch of people. So this one, he originally wanted 125 Canadian, and then he reduced it to 100 Canadian, which is about $70. So it's the Comic Kingdom exclusive variant, story and art by Murat Michaels, and Murat Michaels is one of the signatures, and then Sean Forney and Jason Muez signed it as well. So there was 3 signatures on it, all verified, and so it's kind of cool. Nice little Jay and Silent Bob homage by Do That Poo thing. So it's just a really cool one. It's limited to 25 copies too. I figured, hey, it seems like a really good deal. So 3 signatures. You can see the back. But so I thought that was a good deal. And then on these ones, he had like $90 each. That's the sticker price. But then he dropped them to $60 each. So I was like, okay, sure. So I mean, I'm just doing a trade. I'm not like trying to but he's actually dropping the prices for me. So this one actually, it is damaged. It's actually got a corner is missing, but this is Hustler Comics Volume 1, number 1. It is from 1997. So this is they're kind of it's similar to like heavy metal or something like that, but these are quite nice, actually. Very cool comics. So this is the premiere issue of Hustler. It's got a really great back cover too. And these ones actually, this is a reasonable price, believe it or not. Like $60 Canadian, which is about, I keep on doing the I figure I have mostly American viewers. So, so 60 Canadian is roughly 40 bucks US. So yeah, really nice. I thought they're really great. They're actually quite nice covers. And then we got the other number 1. This is Penthouse Comics number 1. That was Hustler Comics number 1. This is Penthouse Comics number 1. And this is the first issue. It's not super high grade. They're all like sort of mid grade, or well, mid high grade, I should say. But number 1. You can see the back. So yeah, and this one is a second printing. So I actually have a first print of it anyways. So this is the second print. So the special edition includes 14 new pages of art. So that's kind of a cool thing about it. And yeah, it's kind of a cool book. So there's that. As I said, they're 60 bucks each. But I got the trade, so basically it was for free. And then we got this one. This is another one. This is Penthouse Max. So these are all number 1 issues, but it's like it's like different titles. So this is Penthouse Max number 1, and this one, what does it say? Pinups by Adam Hughes, Royo, Nolan, and Horley and Lopez. So kind of cool. It's from 1996. Penthouse Max. I'll show you the back as well. So pretty cool. They're huge, like they're big slabs. Okay. And this one I thought was a really nice one. Again, 60 bucks each. So even though it's marked as 100, it was 60 bucks each. So this is again Penthouse Men's Adventure Comics number 1. See, each different title is all number 1. And this is Boris Vallejo cover. Very cool cover. I really like this one. So yeah. And I'll show you the back. It's just a mouse. But just a really, I don't know. I thought it was a really great deal. Like, I'm doing this as trade, and I thought nobody would want my Silver Surfer because it was really faded. But yeah, got a good deal for them. And then we got this one, Penthouse Comics. This is number 6, though. This is from 1995, and it's Arthur Sudan cover. So yeah, Sudan is another artist I really like. Very similar. I find his artwork kind of reminds me of Fazetta a bit. I thought it was really cool. And I'll show you the back. Some shoes. I don't know. And the last book that I picked up, and this is maybe the best of the covers, actually. I kind of like this one a lot. Is Hustler Comics Volume 1, number 2. I thought this was a really great dinosaur. Kind of reminds me of Cave Woman or something like that, but also gives me that vibes of the golden age, women in red dresses and in distress kind of situation. So I just think it's a really cool cover. And it says Hector Gomez cover. So yeah, from 1997. I can show you the back as well. So just, I don't know, I think it was a pretty good deal. So I like getting lots of slabs. Got a lot of comics as well. And so I ended up spending $200 in cash. and another 100 I had to pay a little extra for a few of the things, and then I traded the 2 books. So not a bad not a bad way to spend my birthday. And it was even though it was like a few days before my birthday, it was a good way to spend my birthday. It was a fun experience. So I was pretty excited about that. That was Ottawa Comic Con. So I'm gonna, at the end, right after this, I will show you some highlights of the show. I did some video. Hopefully you enjoy that. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.
These aren't too bad. This is pretty heavy for this. Got 130?